is Kimberly. So, everybody has been asking me to do this video. I've been very nervous about doing this. It is pretty much my life story and about my gastric bypass surgery and just about how everything came about. So, start off, and let's start off in high school, in middle school. That's about where it all started. I was I remember I was in the seventh grade, and I had told my two best friends that I was 210 pounds. I will never forget their reaction. It was like an amazement to them that I could be that big. And that was my two best friends that I have had for quite a while. I had always been overweight. I was not diagnosed with it, but I come to find out that I had a depression eating disorder. Every time I was upset, every time I got picked on, every time just anything, I would just gorge. One time I was watching American Idol and I made some chips and dips, and I was my mom had been working nights, so I would stay up that night waiting for her to get home, and my dad always went to bed early. So I sat there and watched American Idol, and I was putting the dips and chips in, the normal way you eat chips and dips, and I had ate the whole thing. I didn't realize it, nothing. I ate it all. I, my mom told me I blocked out a lot, so it's really hard for me to remember some things. Um, I My mom told me that I would come home every day from school crying because I would get picked on. It was really harsh what people said, not just your typical, oh, you go eat a Twinkie. I hated that phrase. I hate Twinkies. Always have. Always will. Thank God that they, got rid of them. Well, I think they're back now. But it was a lot more than that. It destroyed me. Whatever, what everyone said. I, I don't know where to start. I mean, when I was in high school, when I first started high school, it got really bad. I I didn't think I was gonna cry. I was not happy with my body, with my self-image, and I tried to kill myself. I tried taking pills. Not many people know that, so it's really hard for me to talk about it. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Obviously, it didn't work. I wasn't that successful with it, but that's how bad it got to be. And when I was in high school, I was probably around 250, 260, I believe. And I didn't have that many friends. I got picked on in high school so much. When the semester, my freshman semester was up, my mom decided to take me out of school because it was getting so bad. I couldn't live anymore. Um, After I was homeschooled for a little while, for the rest of my freshman year, I just decided to drop out of completely. Why? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. So from then on, I pretty much just stayed at home and ate. I helped around the house a lot. My mom, dad both worked. Sorry, I'm moving. I'm trying to get comfortable. This might be a little bit of a long video. I hope it's not going to be. Sorry about the last video I made. That was a little long. I just cleaned house and stuff for them. When I got my license, I did errands. I actually got my license because my mom was having back surgery. That's the reason why I got it. If not for that, I probably wouldn't have. And I also, when I was 12 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And if you don't know what that is, it messes with your hormones. I had more man hormones than I did woman hormones, and I thought the best way I can describe it, you get cysts on your ovaries, you get hair, extensive hair, and this, what I'm about to say, not many people know about me. I have to shave a lot. I have to shave my face. I shave it every day. My belly, around my belly button, going down towards the cooch area. I get hair there. Um, I have more hair than most women have, but I shave. I think it's natural. Um, and then a few years after that, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, which is in your thyroid, which is in your gland somewhere in this area. And both of those combined can make you overweight. So I was not eating myself to death. I wasn't, I was eating and I wasn't eating healthy. But I did have health problems that made me overweight. I also, with the PCOS, never had a period until they put me on birth control when I was 17, I believe. Um, which I was so excited to get. No, they're the worst things in the world. Do not wish that on, any woman, little girl, to start the period. It sucks. That's one thing I've always said. If a guy could go back for one day to be a woman, let them have their period. Please, let them have their period on that day so they know what we go through. Anyway, so I went to a specialist about my hypothyroidism, which was about 2 hours away. So he was a really good doctor in a big city. And he actually wanted me to have gastric bypass surgery when I was younger, when I went to see him, which was about when I was like 18, I think. But I guess I had pride. I was like, no, I can do it myself. I couldn't do it. I tried everything, which I've always tried everything. When I was younger, my mom would do diets and stuff, and I always wanted to try them because, I was an overweight child. And it wasn't nothing that was going to hurt me or anything. I didn't, starve myself. There for a little while I tried, but I had to eat. I liked food too much not to. So after about a year of thinking about it and everything, I was like, okay, let's do this. Send me to a doctor. Let's talk. We can at least just go and check it out. Don't have to be, don't have to do it right now. So we went, and I had to do a 7 month, like, kind of like a pre-op thing. I had to go, I had to show them that I was trying to lose weight. I had to go down every month to, which the city I'm talking about is in Knoxville, which is about 2 hours away from where I live. I had to go down every month, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times a month, depending on my doctor's appointments and stuff. Um, I had to do a psych evaluation to make sure, I wasn't cuckoo crazy, I guess. I don't really know what all that was about. But my insurance approved it. And I remember um, for 2 weeks, I had to go on a clear liquid diet. Not a clear liquid. Think about it. There's a lot of liquids you can, I could have done that. That would have been so easy to do. But clear liquid, let me tell you, for 2 weeks at first, it sucked. But the night before I had to start was actually the Super Bowl night. And we had like a little party down at my mom's house. And I like gorged myself because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna starve, so I'm just gonna eat and eat and eat and eat. That made it so much harder. So if you're getting gastric bypass, do not do that. It literally makes it so hard. Um, Also in that 7 month period, I pretty much had quit eating all sugars because when you have the gastric bypass, you can't have sugar. Well, if you want it, you can have it. It'll make you really sick. I actually ate one little piece of cake one time, and I literally, like, I got lightheaded, and I started to shake really, really bad, and it was just the worst thing ever. So I, like, never go over, like, 20 to 30 grams of sugar a day. That's not bad. Not good, but it's not bad. Um, Also, I quit soda completely, and I was the biggest soda person there is. I would drink probably 1 to 2 liters a day, almost. I love it. And as of right now, I've been almost 3 years without soda. So, thumbs up to me. And I don't miss it. Really, I don't. Um, Back to the gastric bypass. When I first started the 7 months, I weighed in at about 280. And I guarantee that I have been probably close to 300. There for a long time, I didn't weigh myself because I was ashamed. And I didn't want, to see that number. It embarrassed me. But when I went, I was about 280. The day before surgery, I was 265, I believe. 270, something like that. I think I was 265 because I had lost a little bit on that, the clear liquid diet. Since then, it has been a journey. I've not had a lot of gastric bypass problems. I can't eat beef. I found that out. Me and my, at the time, fiance was looking for places for our wedding, and we went out to eat, and I had ate some roast beef. Yeah, that I had to end up calling the ambulance because I couldn't breathe. I was completely pale, and it was just really, really bad. So I can't eat beef, and my necklace just fell off. Um, I can eat steak. I just can't eat hamburger and roast beef, that kind of thing. I eat steak every now and then, and it don't bother me. But I have had some other health problems come up. Um, Before surgery, I remember one Thanksgiving I was at my mama's, and I was looking through the Black Friday ads, and I could feel a palpitation in my chest, and I was like, "What is this?" I'm like getting out of breath from it, and I was just sitting there. It went away, so I was like, "Okay, that was just weird." Well, right before I got engaged, which is in October of I don't even know what year, 2012, I started getting them. more frequently. Every time I took a hot bath, I would get them. I couldn't get extremely out of breath, all this other stuff. Well, they kept getting worse. I went to a heart doctor. He put me on some medicine. Um, got married in September of 2013. And we went on our honeymoon for 1 week in Myrtle Beach. When we come back, the day after we come back, which was on Monday, we come back on a Sunday. So on a Monday, I had a doctor's appointment with my heart doctor, and he said, since the medicine isn't working, why don't we try to go in and do um, an ablation, which is where they go through your groins and go up to your heart. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Surgeries don't scare me anymore. I've had so many. I was like, let's do it. So they did it. It didn't work. He's like, okay, so we're gonna go in again. Apparently, the medicine we gave you to put to sleep was masking your other problem you had, because they didn't see it. So they went in. This time, they didn't put me to sleep. They didn't knock me out. I felt every little thing. I come out of there, as soon as I see my mom, I was bawling my eyes out. I screamed in the OR. I mean, it was awful. The worst experience of my life. Imagine them down there on both sides of your groins, which is, hang on, I'll show you, which is right here. Sorry, my vagina, but it's right here at your cooch. So after they did that, my mom was like, okay, we need a second opinion. So we went to UVA, which if you watch my first video on this channel, on my own channel, on my thing, you'll see that was my last visit that I just went. They did another ablation, and it seemed to be working. Actually, I didn't think it was working, so they were going to put in a pacemaker because of what they had to do inside my heart. But apparently it's working, and I'm feeling other things, which is causing from my medicine, which I have to go and get checked out. When I get back, my grandfather actually just passed away the other night, and it is 2:30 in the morning, and here in a few hours, me and my dad are going to be driving up there. My mom's been up there, so I didn't think I was going to do this video, but I couldn't sleep, so I was like, why not? Everybody's been wanting to know, so I figured I would. Back to the gastric bypass. I have lost 140 pounds. I am now in my 130s. Yay. I still have some skin problems, and I will show you some of them here in a few. As you can see, this right here, I get compliments, because they're not compliments. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're so big." They are. It's huge. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but I look really funky. It's actually when I first started feeling them was so weird, because I never I had them, but they were covered, and I just kept going. It's so weird. I had a very big face. I still have some skin because I did, and I'm trying to tighten it up some. But I never had this bone. This never had that. Never. So it's it's weird when you've been overweight your entire life to see yourself so small. I was in a size 20 pants, and now I wear zeros to double zeros, and it's just it's been 2 years now since I had my surgery in 2011, which was February 20th, 2011. Yeah, that's right. And actually, the 20th of February would be my 2 years. So within, and most of this is within that year and a half. So it's real. Like I still see myself as I was, and it's really hard because my husband and my grandparents and everyone, they're like, "You're so tiny. You're so tiny." I don't feel tiny, and it's sad that but it's a hard transition. It really is. If you've ever lost a lot of weight or had gastric bypass, you know what I'm talking about. But and see, I just looking in there, I just I still see my big face sometimes. Sorry, looking in the camera, and but and like this, like, I still have flaws that I do not like. I have like the bat wings. Take me away, and they're gross, and I just it's disgusting in my belly. Like I have the ribs and stuff, but it's just all loosey goosey, and it's not flattering, and it still makes me feel big. It's like if I pull my shirt back down, you still see that, and that's what I don't like. And then like I don't know if any of you have this. I'm sure you have the back. I call them back boobs. Like I don't know if you see this. That's from where I had them. My mom always had really big boobs, and I told her and I never did. I told her she put my boobs in the wrong place. And then I have just so much skin, and it's just disgusting. My legs aren't bad. Like I have some here, but other than that, I mean, that's about it. I know it's not like some people, but it still makes me feel. I lost my boobs. Okay, I was like a C to a D, and now I'm like a B. Sucks. They're just like this woman on YouTube. I watched one of her videos, and I loved how she said it. She said it looks like a balloon that got after a party and got like left behind the couch, and you go to find it, and it's like all shriveled. That's right on, girl. Right on what they look like. I've been trying to figure out what they look like for so long. And I know that sounds so funny. My boobs look like balloons that deflated. But I mean, it really is like, I don't know if you, I'll show you, like, see that? It's not flattering. It's really not. I mean, I still think I'm pretty, like, from here. But I don't think I'm beautiful. I know my husband thinks, and he tells me all the time, that I look gorgeous and everything. And I love him for that. But I don't feel it. And I am getting there. It's a long transition. And this is becoming a very, very long video, and I'm so sorry. But just know that all of you out there, no matter what that skill says, or what you look like, it's on the inside. It truly is. I wish I would have been the person I am today back in high school and middle school. It wouldn't have phased me a bit. I have become a completely different person from what I was then to what I am now. I'm not the same at all. And just know, high school and middle school, it ends. Do not, please, Do not end your life on something that someone has said to you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. There have been so many kids around where I live about bullying and everything to just end their life. It's not worth it. High school ends, trust me, life gets better. Marriage and kids and all of that. High school ends. School ends. So just remember that. And you are beautiful. You are. So, sorry. Got a little teary out there. Just know that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you. And I love you all. And I know I'm new to YouTube and most of you don't know me. But I hope you will subscribe below and get to know me. So, hugs and kisses to you all. I love you. Bye.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day.